Thank you for listening and supporting the Daily Memphian. Sign up for one of our many free newsletters and breaking news alerts at dailymemphian.com/email to receive the latest local news stories impacting our community. Our weekly newsletters cover everything from sports to arts and culture, business, food, and more, along with daily updates of all the news we publish each day. Sign up or manage your email preferences at dailymemphian.com/email.
I'm Bill Dries with the Daily Memphian. We are talking with Congressman Steve Cohen, and this is On the Record. We record this Wednesday, March 30th, 2022, and we're here to talk about $46 million in federal funding that President Joe Biden is recommending in his budget proposal to Congress, specifically for the Memphis Area Transit Authority's Innovation Corridor project. Congressman, we'll get into exactly what this corridor between the University of Memphis and downtown is in just a bit, and you can also get more detail in the story that this podcast is a part of. But first, this isn't signed, sealed, and delivered just yet. Tell me where the funding is in the legislative process.
Well, it's part of the president's budget. The president's budget goes to the House and the Senate appropriations committees and be voted on there, and then it needs to go to the floor and be voted on there. Sometimes it's difficult to get a bill passed through both the House and the Senate because the Senate needs 60 votes, and we had a problem last year. And it took until had continuing resolutions until February to finally get it passed. If we lose the House, it could present problems if we go that long, and the Republicans might try to move continuing resolutions to move it into 2023. But hopefully that won't happen. If it doesn't happen, we're here, and we've got our in the budget, which is important. If it's in the budget, it's not going to come out of the budget. If it gets through the final process and the president signs the bill, and I suspect there'll be sometimes transportation bills get to be bipartisan. Hopefully that they will, no matter who's in control. Then it goes to Memphis. Memphis has got a few minor details to deal with, a little bit of funding, but that's not going to be a problem. Mayor Strickland's very supportive of this, and so is Gary Rosenfeld at the MATA. It's a big project we've been working on, and I've been working with the city for a long time. I guess it seems like a decade. It's been a long time.
Right.
And it'll be helpful with jobs. It'll be helpful with the environment, getting people on rapid transit rather than in the cars, and it'll get them go places fast. Between their homes and downtown and the university. So it's education, it's entertainment, it's jobs, it's tourism. It's a lot of things. So it's a big deal.
Is this one of the 8 projects that already has construction grants from Washington? Is that how this works?
I don't know that there are construction grants already. This is the first major funding I think we've had.
Okay. All right. The Innovation Corridor is more than just a bus route. It is a concept called bus rapid transit, which means bus-only lanes, more frequency, fewer stops along an 8-mile corridor. Some significant changes to the streetscapes on Poplar and Union Avenues as well that will involve some right-of-way acquisition. The first question on that specific point: can we as Memphians handle bus lanes on BB King and 2nd Streets?
I think we can handle anything. We've handled Hurricane Elvis. We've handled ice storms. The mayor will make it happen.
Mm-hmm. All right. There have been years of planning by MATA for this, as you mentioned, and other changes in public transportation that include on-demand service. Do you think the public's ready to choose to ride the MATA system and be aware that the plans for this are more than what they've seen for years as the face of MATA? This is kind of a different form of public transportation.
It is, because there'll be a process where the driver can have connectivity with the street traffic control system to have it timed so the buses will go right through and not have to necessarily sit. And that's, I first saw this in Brazil, in Sao Paulo. It seems like it was, I don't know, 8, maybe 10 years ago. And they have it, and it's very successful. They love it. And it's good to get it in Memphis. And it's, we'll see if people adjust. We need to get off of the fossil fuels. We need to get on to help the environment, and we need to get people moving on mass transit. And it'll be, MATA feels like it'll be successful. And I hope it is. It's certainly something we've got to go into. It's the future. And it's already happened in other parts of the world. It's been proven people like it. They can buy their tickets off of the bus, and that saves time too. But it'll get them to their destinations quickly and without having to pay for parking. And I think people get used to it, and they use it a lot. And I think when people go downtown, which is a destination, there's going to be a lot of use of this. And people work downtown too. And Midtown's getting more and more apartments. We're getting more densely populated. You need a dense population to make rapid transit work. And Midtown's getting it with all the different, the arch lofts and the Citizen and the different buildings we've had go up on Madison, several high apartment complexes on Madison, where the P&H used to be, and Madison and McLean. I think the density's there, and I think the people will like it because it'll be cheaper and easier.
All right. We've been talking with Congressman Steve Cohen about $46 million possibly in federal funding for MATA's innovation corridor between downtown and the University of Memphis. I'm Bill Dries, and this has been On the Record.
In-depth journalism in the Memphis community, the Daily Memphian is of Memphis, not just in Memphis, and seeks to tell the stories of this city. TheDailyMemphian.com. Truth in place.